So remember that Vinyl Finds video a while back where I said I was going to be practicing restraint? Yeah. So guys, yeah, here's another Vinyl Finds video. I definitely broke my rule, went out and got some records. I didn't think that I was going to, but the deals that I found were too good to pass up. And but first, I want to do a contest update before we get into the vinyl. Just want to say that I am hosting a contest. It's the 217 contest. I want you to show 2 records by the same band that have a completely different sound. 1 song that's under a minute and another song that's over 7 minutes. I have 9 entries so far and they're all put into my playlist. The contest will be ending at the end of the month. So August 1st is the official deadline for this contest. Rules are, just need to be a subscriber, put up a video, and you know, run wild, have fun with it, do whatever you want. But just wanted to give a quick update on that and let you know what was going on, and thank you to everyone who has entered into the contest so far. Now to get into the vinyl portion. So I was out and about on one of my days off. I have a 3-on, 3-off schedule. So since we're still fairly new to the area, I just drive around. I love going into antique malls and checking out places. And I went to a couple of antique malls, and man, the deals that were there, I just couldn't say no to. They were so freaking good. And I think I picked up like 10 records just on that trip alone, and I'm really happy with the records that I added to the collection, and I thought that I'd share them here in the video. So here we get started. I picked up this Amandul 2, made in Germany. Fantastic album by the legendary German krautrock prog group, and this album I know has a lot of mixed opinion. I personally think it's fantastic. It is the closest that Amandul ever came to sounding commercial, and they do it incredibly well. I really enjoy the singing that's on here. I believe the female vocalist is the best she's ever sounded on here, and it's just it's really nice. I like it, and for $5 I couldn't say no to picking it up. Then I have a dollar find here, a couple dollar finds, and this is Yvonne Gage, Virginity. And I picked this one up purely for the single Doing It in a Haunted House. This song was subject of a lot of controversy back in the early 80s because she basically, what they did is they took the Thriller sound verbatim and placed new lyrics over it with a little bit of new instrumentation, more Halloween sounds, but so it caused a lot of copyright controversy. You listen to it now and it is so much fun. Great song, belongs on everybody's Halloween playlist. And you know what, I'm gonna include a little needle drop so you can get a little taste of what that sounds like.
Well, take me, boy. Well, take me through the night. My mind is racing wild and my body's singing.
And then another dollar find, I picked up this Ray Charles Modern Sounds in Country and Western Music. This is an absolute essential for every record collection. I used to have this in my collection and I got rid of it. I knew it would come back one day, and lo and behold, it has fantastic dollar pickup. And then I found one that I've been searching for a while, and that's the Lively Ones Boogaloo Party. This is from the legendary surf rock group, which I have Soul Surfer and Surf City by. But this is a complete departure in sound for them. This is where they take on what was becoming very popular there in the late 60s, the Boogaloo Soul Funk movement, and it really works, surprisingly. They do not sound like their old material, but man, their vocals actually are strong, they have a good command of the soul sound, and it's a shame that this record hasn't been kind of reevaluated as a lost soul gem. I'm going to include a little needle drop so you can get a taste of what this rockin' soul album sounds like.
Baby, let me know. Come on now, do it here.
And next I picked up Lawndale Beyond Barbecue, and I believe that this one was shown to me by Chris Profi, I want to say. I may be wrong, but I do remember watching a VC video and Lawndale was mentioned in surf rock music. These guys are an 80s group that were signed to the SST label, where they were trying to differentiate their sound from punk, and while it is still very much surf rock music, you can hear the punk elements that have been brought into it, and it is rockin'. It's really good. I am very glad that I picked this one up, also a $5 pickup, and I was really happy to see this introduced to me, and glad to find it in the wild. Then what we have playing on the Personal Oasis right now, and an excellent pickup, was Herbie Hancock's Thrust. This for sure was featured in Chris Profi's 5 fusion albums, and I can't agree with him more. This is an amazing record, and I was looking for it for a decent price. Usually goes for around $15 to $20, and I found it at the Antique Mall for $5, and I just was blown away that it's in such great condition, still in its shrink wrap, and the vinyl is VG Plus EX. Great sound, and for $5 I couldn't say no. Great record. And this one finally arrived in the mail after being in limbo for a month, and that's the Beach Boys' Surf's Up. A seminal Beach Boys record with the ending track, the title track being of course the highlight here. There's some other really great tunes on here as well, such as Field Flows and Till I Die, A Day in the Life of the Tree. Basically, side B on here is why people come to this show, and it is an amazing side. And that doesn't mean that there aren't some really great tracks. Disney Girls is surprisingly really good, the Bruce Johnston track, and Long Promised Road is also really good. Don't Go Near the Water is quirky and fun. It's just a really good album, and if you haven't given this one a chance, then give it a listen, see what you think. This was another Antique Mall grab, and this is from The Shadow of Your Smile. Oh boy, wow, what a gorgeous record this is for $3. Astrid Gilberto, couldn't say no to it. Again, in great shape for only $3. I love Astrid Gilberto's feathery, airy voice, and it's just so elegant and childlike. Love this album. Great pickup. Now we're on to the main big records that I picked up, and these two were huge pickups for me. This one I'm actually going to be doing a review with my fellow VCer, Mike the guitar player, and that's Fear Itself. They're a singular album, great stuff. If you haven't seen the VCLT video with Mike where he gets this album, he describes it best as the lead singer is a mixture of Janis Joplin and Grace Slick, and just blues, psychedelic, hard fuzz goodness, and only finding it for $10, I couldn't say no to it. Fantastic record, super fuzzy, good stuff. Happy to have this one in the collection. But this one, this is what vinyl digging is all about, people. This is what I love to do. When you get on your hands and knees, you're getting yourself dirty and you just find the gem. And this one I picked up for $1. And it was in the midst of a bunch of, you know, water torn and or weathered records, but it's Junie, Susie Super Groupie. And yeah, it has a ring wear and some water damage, but the vinyl plays great, and it was $1. And this is from a producer and player of a member of the Ohio Players, who went on to work with Parliament, Funkadelic, and man, is this such a hard-hitting, fantastic funk album. The song Susie Thunder Tussie was sampled in Life of Pablo by Kanye West, and man, is it a just killer track. This usually goes for around $50 to $60 on Discogs. Even the ones that are kind of in this condition usually go for around $30 to $40, and I am just so happy. Found it in the midst of dirty vinyl and only for $1. I'm going to include the needle drop so you get a taste of what it's like. That was my vinyl find / contest update. What did you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, I hope you have a great day on your own personal oasis. Cheers.